Hello everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel if you're new. We're back with another episode of Making Chelsea Champions. I don't know what this is now, probably 14, 15, 13, something like that. But today it is the Champions League quarter-final in the second season. Last year we went all the way to the final of the Champions League only to lose out to Manchester United. This year we're playing a different team from Manchester. In the quarter-final it's the second leg against Manchester City away. A big game considering the whole point of this series was to win the Champions League within 2 seasons. There's a lot riding on this, but you can see here we've been playing pretty well. You can kind of see already that we're top of the league by 2 points, which is obviously great because there's not that long to go. Plus, if you look, it's now a 2-horse race. Manchester United are pretty much out of it, and it's basically between us and last year's winners, Liverpool. Our team is performing really well. Our new star signing, Erling Haaland, has been absolutely amazing, as you would guess. And then you can see the manager performance here. The board have given us an A+, and we've just signed a new contract. So at least if we don't win the Champions League, we shouldn't get sacked. We should be here for another year at least. And we're also doing well in the FA Cup too. So before we get into all that, I would just like to say if you do enjoy the video or you are enjoying the series, do let me know and hit that like button. Helps push these videos out to more people, and it's just always nice to see. If we can aim for 20 likes again, that would be really good. And if you want to comment down below whether it's to do with the video, real life football, or just anything in general, it's always nice to hear from you guys, and I keep saying it, but I just love interacting with you all and having like a little community in our videos. So with that being said, let's get straight into how we've been doing before we get into the Manchester City match. So let's go and have a look at our schedule and see how we've been doing. You last saw us against Manchester United here, if I remember right, a 2-0 win, and then since then things have been going pretty well. We knocked Ajax out of the Champions League comfortably, winning 7-1 on aggregate. Pretty easy game there, nothing too special. Haaland getting some goals, beating Brentford, Bournemouth, Rotherham in the FA Cup 5th round. Fair enough to them for getting that far. Charlie Masunda again chipping in with a goal, which is nice to see. Drew to Wolves away in the Premier League. They've been a bit of our bogey team, I suppose, this season, knocking us out of the Carabao Cup too. But it's not that big of a deal. Haaland stealing a goal right at the end there to earn us a draw and keep us top of the league, basically. Like I said, beat Ajax, and we beat Newcastle, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Manchester City 5-1 in the Premier League, with Haaland scoring 4 goals and Mason Mount getting the other. And then we played them in the Champions League and won 2-0. So first round we did pretty well, and N'Golo Kante did get sent off near the end and put us in a bit of a sticky situation. But we managed to not concede an away goal, which was huge. And then we beat Villa 2-0. In terms of injuries, I believe obviously Kante's out of this game suspended, Havertz is out injured, which means that the team's had to have a bit of a change around today, but it's still a pretty solid team, and considering we won 2-0 at home, basically if we were to score in this away leg, I think we'd be okay. So with that being said, there's nothing really much else to do other than show you the team and then get into the match. So the team today is pretty standard. It's Donnarumma, Reece James, Tomori, Zuma and Mendes, our ideal backline this season. Mendes now rated as a 4-star player, doing really well in his breakout season here for Chelsea, playing 22 times, getting 6 assists with an average match rating of 7.24. Very good from the 19-year-old there, and he's playing for Portugal consistently too. Camavinga is the deep line playmaker with Mason Mount, Milinkovic-Savic, Oyarzabal. Hudson-Odoi is also out injured today, I forgot to mention that, which means Pulisic comes in, but he's rated as our best winger star rating wise, so hopefully he does well. And then Haaland up front, he's had a very good season himself. Pulisic attracting the interest of Barcelona and Real Madrid, so if we were to do another season, maybe we'd see him leave for a big money move, which might make me bring in maybe a Sancho or maybe even an Mbappe. I don't know, I'm not getting too ahead of myself just yet. But with that being said, let's get straight into the game and hopefully get a win. Okay, and we are off here in the game. As I mentioned in the last episode, we do have our good luck signed Danny Drinkwater poster. Hopefully he will get us all the way into the Champions League final. And here is Camavinga now quite early on creating a chance for us. Only 5 minutes in, like I said, an away goal will be huge for us here and would hopefully make sure we qualify for the next round. And I've messed up his name. I've struggled with it all season, but Oyarzabal has scored a goal. A great assist from Camavinga by the looks of it. We'll get to watch it again here. I've now got the highlight thing as behind the goal, so hopefully that looks better for you guys. Milinkovic-Savic laid it off to Camavinga, and that was a really thoughtful pass from him. Thoughtful? Is that a word we use in football? I'm going to say it was a thoughtful pass. He had to think about that. Played Oyarzabal through, who has been a bit off the pace recently, but that is basically the most important goal he'll score this season, I can imagine, unless he does score a Champions League final winner. And there he is again, going close, and the ball used to pull. My words are all gone today, but the ball falls to Pulisic and he scores, and within 7 minutes we're 4-0 up on aggregate. You can probably imagine we're going to go through, but it's just a case of how much against a very good Manchester City team managed by Marcelo Bielsa. Is it Marcelo Bielsa, the Leeds manager? I forget how you pronounce his name, but yeah, if we're playing a team managed by him, Man City, it's a great test for us, so to see how we do anyway will be very interesting. Hope you do appreciate it. I've got my Chelsea kit on here, you know, really repping the gear. That's the effort I put into these videos, actually go and change my top beforehand. I actually thought about that, so there you go. We've got our Chelsea kit on, and I think really Chelsea will probably be ringing me up in the next few days to take over from Frank Lampard, who isn't doing the best. I think we've all seen it recently. This might age terribly, but it seems like he's going to be sacked soon. Maybe after this, and I hope he does go on and win 10 games, but it doesn't look like he will. There's no one I'd rather succeed in the Chelsea shirt, but I think pretty clear to see he hasn't really got it. And Ederson has made a really poor mistake there with Haaland scoring a pretty tame shot, to be honest, and Ederson's let it in. But as I was saying, Lampard, I know a lot of people will give him stick, and I think deservedly so. He's always going to be a legend as a Chelsea player. I really wanted it to work for him as a manager, and I think everyone will agree that last season he did a really good job, and this season not so much. Maybe we just need someone else to take us to the next level. But like I say, if Frank Lampard could go and do that for us, then that would make me as happy as anything, really. And as we go into half time here, speaking as happy as anything, my manager in game is going to be absolutely buzzing here, and I am too, because 3 shots on target, 3 goals, 3 away goals too, meaning it's 5-0 on aggregate, and we are making a real statement here that we're going to come and win the Champions League. Before we do get in the second half though, I would like to say stick around till the end of the video because the semi-final draw has been made, so you'll be able to see who we're playing in the next match. And also thank you so much for helping us get to 900 subscribers, which is crazy, and obviously that's close to my ideal target, which was 1,000. I originally thought I'd never hit it. Then I set myself, when my channel started growing a little bit when I joined FM Scout, I set myself a target by the end of 2021, I'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers. Here we are midway through January and it looks like it could happen. I'm not going to say it anytime soon because I say that and I'll never get another subscriber, but it looks like we might be getting there soon, which is going to be amazing. I'll do something special. We'll have to maybe start a second series. I don't know what we're going to do. But right now, I'm really enjoying this Chelsea save. But yeah, there's going to be things in the where 1,000 subscribers, as I've said before, is where my mindset will really change with this channel, that it's not just a bit of fun and, you know, people are actually enjoying watching it. Of course, it's always going to be a bit of fun for me, but I never expected it to get this far. So the fact that it already has any further, it's like I need to rethink what I'm actually going to do with this channel and make it a real, like, you know, an actual high quality thing, not just changing my top, but having a webcam and a really good mic. I think my mic's good enough, to be honest, but you guys can let me know. Sort out a few settings as well, so that, like, I think for some people the screen isn't filling up, that kind of thing. Just things that I might be looking to change and just, you know, like, innovate on the channel. I don't want to be the same as everyone else. But as long as you guys are enjoying the content, that's all that matters. But I will shut up now and get us into the second half. Just going to have a quick swig of my drink and then we'll come right back. So with that being said, about saying thank you for getting us to 900 subscribers, if you would like to and help us get to 1,000, if you have been watching the videos and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, really would mean a lot. It doesn't cost you anything, and if you decide you don't like me after a couple of videos, you can just hit unsubscribe, or you don't even have to watch my videos. You can just, you know, make that little number go up, and that would be really nice for me. And then also, if you really want to, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. Like I say, right now the schedule is not consistent on my channel, so when you do hit that notification bell, it does help you guys out as well, because then you at least know when I record, whereas right now I don't know if I'm uploading this tomorrow, the day after, I don't know, it depends how I feel. I have to have time to sort things out, especially with union stuff going on, so hopefully that if you do hit that notification bell, it will kind of help you out and do the job of actually notifying you when I upload a video. But we are here now, 66 minutes into the second half, 66 minutes into the game, I should say, getting a decent way into the second half, and it's probably time to make a few switches in personnel because, you know, last 20 minutes, get some people on, make them happy. I think, yeah, Mason Mount can come off for... Should we bring on Declan Rice? Let's be nice, let's bring on Declan Rice. Let's get Oyarzabal off for who's our best option on the bench. Can anybody really do what we want them to do here? You know what, it sounds stupid, but we're going to put Tammy Abraham on the wing. He can still do a decent job, and Oyarzabal was very tired. Camavinga as well on a booking. We're actually going to switch Rice like that and then bring Kovacic on. That means Chilwell, Christensen, Ampadu and Livakovic don't get on, but, you know, that's still a very strong squad we've got here. And I'm confident that we can actually go for the Champions League this year, so let me just put these substitutions in. There we go, all done, and with 20 minutes to go, I'd hope we can just kind of see it out. I will lay a bit of praise down for the team, because I don't do that very often. But here is Kyle Walker. Can Manchester City get their first goal of this Champions League leg? It's Timo Werner playing for them, of course. I forgot to even mention that. Timo Werner, Nathan Ake, ex-Chelsea players at Manchester City. Ake in real life, I forgot he'd even joined City until I saw that today. But yeah, Werner, obviously, we did sell for a good 70, not 70 million, was it 50 million, 60 million, something like that. He's done pretty poorly, to be honest, for City. I think it's like 3 goals so far, kind of reflecting his form in real life, whereas Haaland has gone on, and with still, what, 10, 15 games left of the season, Haaland has gone to a point where I think if he scores another goal or something like that, he will have already beaten Werner's record from last season for us, which is obviously really good, and Haaland is a few years younger too. Fernandinho going close there, interesting to see. He's still getting a game at Manchester City. He must be very old now. Declan Rice isn't having his best game just coming on. He hasn't been the revelation I thought he'd be, but it's just nice to have like a leader English player, someone we were linked to in real life. I did say at the start of the save, I'd like to kind of keep this save as realistic as possible without making it boring, like not making many transfers. I think I've done a pretty good job of that, and I'm very pleased with our win there today. 5-0 aggregate win against Manchester City, and I think, yeah, that first goal was very important, Press. That was definitely very important, and we are through the Champions League quarter-final out of the way. We're into a semi-final yet again, which, if I remember right, it's what the board actually wanted from us. They wanted us to reach a semi-final minimum, and you can see here already, we are going to be playing one of Borussia Dortmund or FC Bayern. It's an all-German tie there that will decide who we play. If we do look at the Bundesliga, we can see Borussia Dortmund are sitting in second place and Bayern in first by a long mile. Bayern as well was a team that we really struggled with in the group stage. We couldn't manage to get a win out of them, if I remember right. And I think we drew twice, and then Club Brugge had to get us out of the group. So I take Dortmund, but if it is Bayern, I think the semi-final would be the hardest game, because then the other semi-final is Juventus, who, yeah, Juventus are good, but I feel like we could take them against one of Porto, who you assume will go out, and Atletico Madrid, who are actually first in the Liga. So that's not what I thought, but I would guess that we could take either of them easier than we could take a Bayern. So if we could not Bayern out, I think the semi-final is almost like the final. But you can also see here we are in the FA Cup semi-final, so in terms of when we bring it back, let's have a think about what comes first. We've got the FA Cup final usually comes after the last game of the season, doesn't it? I'll bring it back here for the Champions League semi-final second leg. Then the next video will probably be the FA Cup final, and then if we make it to the Champions League final, that will be the next episode, and that will end season 2. I imagine I won't show any more Premier League games because they're all quite boring, easy games, but hopefully we do go on to win the league. If not, it's not the biggest deal in the world if we can win the Champions League. That'll be the aim now, to win the Premier League, make sure we win the FA Cup, then hopefully make the final of the Champions League and give ourselves a chance of a treble season. But that will be the end of today's video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, feel free to comment down below as always, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out any of my uploads. That came out weird, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a good day. Let's all say thank you to Danny Drinkwater for helping us get that win there, because without him, none of this would have happened. Ever since we brought Danny Drinkwater in, we haven't conceded a goal in a video and have beat 2 very good teams and absolutely destroyed Manchester. So thank you, Danny, for that. He was actually born in Manchester, according to the poster. So I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you're all staying safe, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully, guys. Goodbye.